I don't remember the first time I ever ran, but I will never forget the first time I ran 100 miles. It's a race in the Alps, and there was more than 11,000 metres of ascent and descent. It's like running up and down Mount Wellington twice, and then running up and down Mount Everest. It took me more than 40 hours to run those 100 miles, and during that time, I hallucinated. I vomited a lot, and I had my period. For the thousands of athletes competing in endurance and ultra-endurance events every year, getting our training and nutrition right is absolutely critical. But as a female athlete, best practice is based on data that comes overwhelmingly from males. So did it matter that I had my period? Well, that is the question I'm trying to answer during my PhD. We do know that during exercise, blood flow and oxygen to the gut is reduced because it's redirected to the working muscles. And this can result in damage to our gut barrier. It results in inflammation and issues such as vomiting and diarrhea. It inhibits our ability to absorb nutrients, and it delays our recovery. So it impacts not only our performance, but our overall health and well-being. And there are very good reasons to believe that the female response to this damage is different to that from males. One reason is the hormone estrogen. Estrogen actually helps protect our gut barrier. It encourages the production of proteins that maintain structural integrity of our gut wall. During the menstrual cycle, estrogen fluctuates. So perhaps our susceptibility to gut damage also fluctuates with the menstrual cycle. Another reason is the gut microbiota. Diversity and composition in our gut microbiota also influence structural integrity of our gut wall. But there is also what we term the estrobolome, and that's the aggregate of all the genes in the microbiota that regulate estrogen concentrations. So by utilising laboratory and field studies, my research will be the first to characterise gut damage and the microbiota during exercise across the menstrual cycle where estrogen fluctuates. I'll use females on the oral contraceptive pill as a control, and I will include males to further explore the differences between the sexes. Because in a world where the default athlete is a male, we need data on females. And my research will highlight just how important it is that we understand and account for female physiology in sport. My results will directly influence the advice we provide to female athletes in their racing and in their training. Because when it comes to female athletes, blood and guts, it isn't just a cliche.